Picture this. It's the middle of summer and it's sweltering. You reach over to turn on the fan next to your bed, but a twinge of fear stops your fingers just inches away from the buttons. A voice in your head, no matter how stupid it might sound, questions, what if I really die? If you're Korean or you grew up in a Korean household, you might be able to relate. Fan death is a common myth in Korea among some other Asian countries, such as Japan. The belief goes, if you keep a fan on while you're sleeping in a closed room, then the fan will essentially suck out all of the air in the room, suffocating whoever's inside. There are even variations of this, where electric fans allegedly chop up the air molecules and make them unbreathable, or that these fans begin leaking carbon monoxide. One version of the myth even claims that fans can cause hypothermia, killing whoever's inside overnight. Other reiterations argue that the same applies for air conditioners as well as any other form of electrical cooling. The older generation of Korea is likely to better remember this superstition, as it is believed to have been first spread around during the 1970s. Fears about electric technology go back even further than that. Every nation has its old cautionary tale. However, despite Korean news outlets and media's continuous attempts to debunk this myth, it just seems to keep coming back. In fact, as of 2015, the myth has found its way to the US, gaining attention from news companies such as the New York Times and NPR. The prevailing conspiracy theory about this belief is that it was a lie created by the government during the 70s in a subtle yet nationwide endeavor to lessen electrical energy consumption. There are even products designed specifically to blow softer or for set periods of time without the customer having to make manual adjustments. Some brands for these products even advertise different fans for different age groups. For example, a fan made specifically for babies rose to fame after it was advertised to be fully automatic, needing no manual adjustment from the parent whatsoever. It's safe to say that this belief is not true. On the other hand, this concept of fan death, which is nearly exclusive to Korea, is an example of a deeply studied social phenomenon. Fan death, as well as a famous disease known as hwabyong, are both instances of culture-bound syndromes, medically defined as a combination of psychiatric and somatic symptoms that are considered to be a recognizable disease or medical phenomenon only within a specific community or culture. While there are certainly similar diseases in other cultures, Korea's fan death stems from the self-fulfilled prophecy fueled by paranoia that it could actually happen. This nocebo effect, as it is coined in psychology, creates the negative expectation which leads to a cascade of situations eventually resulting in the expected yet undesirable outcome. Each culture has its signature superstitions. As unnerving as they might be, it's always important to see what's true or false. And who knows, maybe you'll even learn something new.